Okay, so am I unmuted? Yeah. Okay, so yesterday, let's see. So we had that target at, we had two targets, 65.16, 65.24. We got to 65.16, which was the call wall also. Then we broke above it, almost got to the 65.24, but we missed it by a tick. I mean a point. And then pulled back a little bit, but look at this day, was like all grinding higher. So now this call wall, it's a resistance area for SPX 6500. So now we're pulling back from here. From the close from yesterday was at 1750. So inventory is maybe 99.9 short, but you know, we're trading inside value from yesterday. So what I'm gonna be looking for today is, we have this nice distribution right here from 44 to 04, right? Or maybe, yeah, maybe let's say to the call wall, right? From 16 to 44. So this is an area where we know that we're accepting. So it is expected, in my opinion, that some traders are going to be looking at this as, okay, we broke above resistance a little bit, we're failing to hold higher, so now we want to, you know, retest the low side of this range. Makes sense, right? So I'm going to be looking to see if we stay inside yesterday's value, or if we break below yesterday's value. If we break below, you know, all this is still support. You know, like yesterday on the first hour, there was a big back and forth because, you know, Nvidia had released earnings. Probably people were unwinding position, and Nvidia is a huge chunk of the market, right? So we saw this huge, you know, rally first and big drop. And that drop didn't get to the 64.80. It stopped right below it. If you see the action, if you replay the action, you'll see that we moved down, and then we started putting volume here, back and forth, and then we started reversing. So in the case that we get below the overnight low, below yesterday's value actually, and hold below yesterday's value, meaning rejecting yesterday's value, then I'm going to be looking for a move towards 64.80. And because we tested it so far, I would expect this to break. And then we have a little bit of support here at 77. And then below that, we have this spike from Nvidia earnings that was the extended hours that we haven't retested yet. But this 64.70 is the next area to look if we break this 64.80. Now below that, we have this the bottom side of this range, which, in my opinion, we should be able to find some buyers in this area, all the way to, you know, 40 to 44 should be strong support. And we should see some buyers at this single prints that we still haven't tested, or actually I should say we tested some of them. But then below that, it could get a little more bearish, because, you know, at this point people expect some defending on this area, and if that doesn't happen, we could see a little bit of more selling into this 64.22 and then 64.06. And then of course below that, there's really you know, if we're trading below this area, then there's really no match until the 50 moving average and the monthly pivot, which are at 63.55. I mean, we're pretty far from that, and this market is, today is the last trading day of August, end of month, going into a 3-day weekend. This market is not very fearful. But the thing is that because it's not very fearful, that is when surprises could happen, right? People are not thinking that we're gonna move down, and that's when usually we can see moves that accelerate to the downside because people are not expecting them. I'm not saying that's what's going to happen, but if you need to hedge, today is cheap, so you could buy some downside protection. And that's about it. On the upside, on the upper side, if we break above yesterday's high, yesterday we left another bullish imbalance, and the target for that bullish imbalance is 65.53, and then we have one from this day at 65.78. I don't think we're gonna get the high. The implied move for today is when last time I checked, now it's 24 points. So we're pricing just slightly above yesterday's high. So depending on when that move happens, if it happens, we could see an extension of that. But right now, I'm not seeing it. I'm thinking we either get another grinding, balancing, just slightly higher, or we pull back into the 64.80 and maybe the bottom of this range. Okay. Now, Nvidia is still lagging. I mean, yesterday had a nice day, but it hit that target that I had mentioned, went a little bit above it. But we still haven't made all-time highs. Well, SPX ES is trading at all-time highs, so maybe Nvidia. Nvidia. I keep saying Nvidia instead of NQ, which pretty much are the same thing. But look at this nice big high volume node at 930, 925. This is a big magnet here if we break above this low volume area. So watch this this area. If we start trading here, we're likely gonna see that that area that that 930 tested, 925, and then from here we'll be very close to all-time high. So on the downside, the 20-day point of control shifted here at 600, 23,600. So that's also a magnet. So we have a magnet to the downside and one to the upside on NQ. So basically, this market could go either way. So watch those two areas. We have, like I said it yesterday, right? This structure is kind of ugly if you compare it to ES. Let me show you. Yeah, well, I just showed you ES. It was very nice distribution. Here we have a triple distribution, kind of ugly. So we probably need some time to clean this up. Crude. So yesterday had a nice rally, and now we're trading inside the spike, the area that we broke from. So it looks like value is slowly shifting higher. You see, like we had the point of control down here, and now we are putting a lot of volume here at the 63, 65 level. So I'm thinking that this whole thing is shifting higher, and the point of control is going to shift at any time here to 63, 65. So keep an eye on that. I don't really see much resistance still. well, this high is resistance, right? But above that, you know, like we have the 50 moving average, which could act as some resistance, and then 66 will be the next area to watch for some resistance. But you know, so far it's trying to balance and find acceptance in this area. And gold continues the grind higher, broke through all those resistance areas, so heading back to 3,500. All right, I think that's about it. Remember, Monday there's no market, Labor Day in the US, and Tuesday I have jury duty, so I won't be here in the morning at least, unless they dismiss me early. We'll see. Anyway, good luck and see you either Tuesday or Wednesday.